We are live and we are winning. Oh!
We are winning, beating the Tim Boyle-led Bears 29-13. Is that the score right now?
Pure domination by this Minnesota Vikings squad.
Duke Shelley just intercepted Tim Boyle.
Duke Shelley's earning himself some money this year.
Him and Kyrie Tonga both. Extend both these guys. What fines? What fines? I mean, truly, honestly.
Nice depth pieces. Let's not get crazy.
Yeah, no, but I mean, yeah. Great. I mean, guys you can rely on if you have to thrust them into action.
Both. This is a redemption game against both former Bears.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just gotta tweet out the link here, Duke Shelley.
That was weird. Nick Mullins still at quarterback. I have to call him Velvet Mullins. He's smooth. He's smooth like velvet. I love seeing Ty Chandler get some carries, get some work today.
Yeah, it's nice to see a lot of these guys out there.
That's Ty right there.
Random ass players that you just never see. Vidurian Lowe, Kyle Hinton.
Yeah, Hinton was out there early. I think Cleveland got pulled pretty quick in this one. Johnny Munt out there showing that he loves football.
Irv Smith out there with the C team.
See, we got Bob Swede, Patrick Harms, Maria Beekman, Quang is here. I think it's been a while since we've seen him. Of course,
Thomas is there. Is that true? Is that Duke Shelley's first interception ever? I did not know that.
Well, you know what? It could be his last. That's for damn sure.
Maria Beekman just saying thrust.
Hell yeah. Thrust. What a word.
Duke. Bob Swede is going to get himself a Ty Chandler jersey tonight.
Yeah, he is. Why wouldn't you?
What do we got left? Anyway, it's not commercial. What do you got? A couple minutes left?
Yeah. Why were the Bears calling timeouts with 7 minutes left? That was really strange to me.
Yeah, I was listening to PA as I drove here quickly, and he was flabbergasted. He said, why would they want to prolong this horrible season?
But why do it then? Like, I get it now is when you start calling them, but it was weird. I don't know. Timing that was completely strange. Oh, freaking Thomas. Thomas kind of looks like Ed Donatell without the mustache.
It's the nicest thing you've ever said.
To who? Which one?
That's a hell of a compliment.
To Thomas or Ed?
Both.
All right. Thomas, do you deny or agree with that you maybe look like Ed Donatell's twin if you shaved your stash in your pubes?
Oh, he does both. It's a good day. It's a good day. Vikings ending on a high note. We got plenty to talk about, but we're gonna let this game wrap up. Something that Thomas has never done.
Thomas is now the focus of this show. Yeah, Thomas, no way he's there. Put a rubber on that thing. He's probably wrapped it like I'm pretty sure he's I think he put a paper towel in or something on it once. Anybody
ever makes the trek to Green Bay and they're on 29, be sure to stop at it's called Torpedoes. It's a nice little restaurant. Great breakfast. We stopped there on the way there and the way back, and we'll do it next year too. Delicious.
Are they a sponsor?
They should be because it was good.
Speaking of which, we're going to have a big announcement tomorrow regarding a new partnership on the show. Cannot wait to talk about that.
So excited.
I think we're missing a banner at the top of this thing or something.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Hold on. There we go. Brought to you by Liftbridge, as always.
Hell yeah. Davey's in the house, finally. He's present and clean as a whistle. I'm not sure if he's freshly shorn or what that means.
T-Bass. Yeah, got his old man to say fuck the Packers. I like that. hopefully that translates to a Detroit Lion victory later.
God, I hope so. God, I'm a huge Lions fan right now.
Patrick Harms, Larry Bear in the house.
Ty Chandler just ran for about 3.5 on 3rd and 5, bring up a Vikings 4th down. See what they will do here. The Bears are out of timeouts because they called that 7 minutes left. Who the hell is that? Patrick Harms is with a bunch of children, apparently, according to his Twitter.
Oh, The Harms Daycare?
I'd
love to send my kids to the Harms Daycare.
Yeah. I mean, I'd make sure there was plenty of paperwork signed before that.
No, he's fine. Yeah, this is our first punt of the day.
Is it really?
Absolutely. What the hell's going on? Ryan Wright's going to throw a pass here or something.
Why not? He's going to run it. What is this? This is like that Colts play a couple years ago. They're just going to let.
No, the Colts play was much worse than this. Yeah, this is weird. I was really hoping we were going to see something goofy.
Wait, is Ryan Wright? Is he QB3? He might be.
He should be QB2.
I think he ate QB2.
Beeble may ask. We love you guys.
We love Beeble too. It's fun to say. Beeble may ask. All right. Well, I'm going to take a quick potty break before we get started here. Vikings look like they maybe will hold on to this one.
Yeah, go cut your whiz. I'll hold her down here.
Hey, I didn't say it was a whiz.
Oh, that's gross. Tim Versteeg in the house. Joe Bankston from OKC. Let's go. Davey, well, you didn't miss the most exciting game, but it is a victory, and hopefully you're gonna join us afterwards with a fighting 69. JDT in the house. I mean, it's great to see the Vikings get a victory against a horrible team. But yeah, I mean, I'm very interested in this Packers-Lions games later, no doubt. Kirk Cousins, what the hell? Did I just miss that? Did he have a bowl cut? Why do it look like Kirk Cousins had a bowl cut? I think I might have made that up, but it looked. Stephen Burton in the house. What up, buddy?
Are the Bears doing victory formation?
I don't know. I think Kirk
Bears
Cousins
just do victory formation.
I think Kirk Cousins might have a bowl cut. They showed him on the sideline, and it looked really weird.
What? No. There's your turd then. If he has a bowl cut, he's definitely turd.
Beeble. Has Beeble ever been on the show before? Beeble sounds new.
I don't think so.
I love it.
Worldwide. I love Beeble.
Beebs. He's now Beebs.
Beebs. How do you know what? Maybe it's a woman.
Why can't that be Beebs?
You said he. That's what I'm saying.
No. Oh, you're right. Rumhaven Coconut. Jesus, this Jets game is really 6-9.
Oh, what a position.
Mike McDaniel just dialed in.
He's like, hell yeah, this is how we drew this one up. So Dolphins need like 6 other teams to lose to get in, but they did win. They did their part. Viking Funeral in the house.
Viking Funeral, what up, buddy?
Thomas is like Chris Berman. He's giving us updates.
Oh, speaking of Chris Berman, we got a Chris Bowman in the house. Skull in your hole.
Hell yeah, skull in your hole. A little Mount Rushmore going on there. Oh, look at Patrick Arms welcoming Viking
Patrick Arms is now on the welcoming committee. We appreciate that.
Do you have children I could babysit? Harms Daycare is now our newest sponsor. He just messaged me. He's willing to sponsor the show. He will breastfeed.
Anonymous. No, I don't think so, sir.
Yeah, and neither is this banner behind me.
I got a Sidney Rice jersey. That's a sign that
I got you that.
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay.
I got that signed. I'd probably be willing to give that up for about $3 to $4.
You don't like Sidney Rice?
He just sits in the closet.
Yeah, but I mean, he's a
SSM in the house. Let's talk some Vikings. Let's do it. This game's over. Let's go balls deep right into this hog.
It must be officially over, huh?
Matamidai doesn't know if he's coming on today. Come on, Matamidai.
What the hell? Why wouldn't he?
Good shit to do. Women to please.
Does he have a phone? He can come on with a phone. Maybe he'll have a lisp. Can you imagine Matamidai with a lisp? That'd be amazing. It's like yours. Now let's talk this thing through. So this game is official.
Yeah, I got to pull up the. I got to be honest. I got
27 seconds left here still. Bears use all their timeouts with 7 minutes left. In case you guys didn't know that.
So, I'm kind of curious. What's everybody want for a playoff game? They want it Saturday afternoon, Sunday regular time. What's your hope? I'm hoping for a nice Saturday 3:30 game. Just get based.
That would be awesome. What I don't want is Monday night. I'll tell you that right now.
I still don't know if that's really a thing.
No, it's a thing. They showed it again.
Oh, yeah, if it's Monday night, that would be the worst.
That would suck. God, that would suck.
28-13, and that is 29-13. That is a final. It is done.
It's done. Game's over.
Deal. Patrick Harms has a guess what Montevina is doing. Venomous wants Saturday. Everybody wants Saturday. It's a must.
Hey, Skull TYA.
Happy playoffs. You're right. Happy playoffs. Vikings finish in the North. We'll see what the Niners do. They did their part. Maybe they get the 2 seed. You never know.
Maybe the Niners will step on their dicks and we'll get 2 home games in the playoffs.
Do you want the number 2? I really don't want the number 2. I'm sticking with that.
I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, you're right, but still.
Bring them all out. We got to beat them all anyway.
Damn it, Bobby. Wants it Saturday.
Hey, Bobby, you can drink whenever the hell you want to. You're a grown man.
That's what I tell Lupagus all the time.
I'm sorry, I don't want to drink at noon on a Tuesday.
You sound like a loser. Grab yourself a lift bridge.
I got one here too.
I'm going with the berry blonde today. It's delicious. It's delightful. Grab a lift bridge.
You got me a farm girl. She's not as cute as the girl on the mango blonde, but you know what? I'm starting to warm up to her.
All women are beautiful. Some are just prettier than others.
You're right. I think that was the wise man named Nubs who says that.
Absolutely. Boy, T-Bass has got some graphic news.
What happened? Yeah, you earned it, T-Bass. You earned it. Tell them Lombard and Lupagus definitely are on your side in this one. Yeah, you're damn right we're growing. We'll let a few more trickle in before we start dissecting this game. This is 29.
Yeah, we'll dig in here. We'll dig in here.
13 Vikings victory, finishing 13-4 on the season. 13-4
head coach. 13.
Probably what? Picking 28th, 27th ish if we do not win the Super Bowl somewhere. I mean, it's gonna be a late pick.
It's all right. We've had some very good late picks before. Harrison Smith,
Mike Hughes,
Christian Darrisaw.
I think Darrisaw was early 20s.
You want to just go straight to Mike Hughes? That's why Lupagus is a Debbie Downer.
Debbie Downers. I was just going recent late picks. That's what came to mind.
That doesn't sound very recent to me.
Lucine, I mean, he could be good.
Absolutely, Harms. Yeah, we'll be picking 32. Come on now.
Well, 31 because the Dolphins don't have a pick this year, so we will be picking 31, which means the Bears pretty much gave a first-round pick to get Chase Claypool.
Montevina checking on old T-Bass. That's why we love you guys.
Hell yeah. How was that? I'm sure he'll tell us. He'll be on.
He was on there. He said his old man said, fuck the Packers.
Coming on live is what I mean.
Hitman was a late pick. Yes. Ready for a deep playoff run. Boom, boom, boom.
Absolutely.
Let's go. 13-4.
Davy Chains. Post-game manwich victory meal.
Davey, my man.
Did decide that the winners of our fantasy league are just going to split the pot, so we'll figure that thing out. But the loser, I think he's ready to drink his manwich. Going to figure out the logistics of that, but we're going to see some guy slam a can of manwich. Cannot wait to see that.
Yeah, we're going to hopefully have him send us a video so we can post it on here. Has to happen. Happen.
Stephen Power from Australia. I'll let you handle this one.
Love from Australia. Oh, good eye, mate. Stephen Power, you call that a knife? That's not a knife.
That was actually pretty good. That second part was really good. I got to give you credit.
Call that a knife?
That was really good.
That's
Skull TY says gross. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Probably us. I guess it's probably talking about us.
Wow.
Steven, how'd I do, buddy?
Yeah, I think he nailed it.
Either he's just so.
I'm pretty sure he's mid dump in that picture he just took. It looks like he's pushing.
No.
Or he could be wrestling a dingo.
Call that a knife.
Dundee. I was always more of a fan of Crocodile Dundee Part 2.
Jesus, that just sums you up right there. All right, let's talk Vikings. Let's
remember the difference.
Oh, Skull 2 says gross to the man, which Skull 2 I don't think he wasn't in the fantasy league, was he?
I don't know. Everybody's got different names in that damn thing. It's hard to know. It's hard to know what's going on. So the Vikings end up winning the thing 29-13. The starters play the first half. let's just, before we get into logistics and offense, defense, overall impression of the starters playing the first half in this one.
Like if we wanted them to?
No, Blake, what was your their performance? How did you feel about it?
Kirk Cousins lit shit up. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that I didn't like in this one, and obviously a Delvin Cook fumble, you never like to see that, especially when it's Harrison Hand, a former Viking, doing it. I just was a little concerned with how many times we were snapping the ball. It was like 0. It was right down. A couple times we probably could have been flagged for delay a game. Was that Chris Reed? What was going on there? It just happened so many times in this one. That was the only real head scratcher question mark I had with this first team out there in the first half, was just why that seemed to be a continuous problem the whole time they were out there.
Brand spanking new offensive line, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
I mean, hopefully they're getting these kinks worked out right now and all week of practice.
That's the one thing I didn't like. I mean, they had the turnover, they had the missed extra point. There could have been some more points had by the first team offense. You could have been up a little more comfortably when you decided to put the second string in there in the second half. But overall, I mean, it looked pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, the first team, I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better. Kirk Cousins' gross game last week comes in 17 for 20, 225 yards, a touchdown, no picks, no sacks. You really couldn't have had a cleaner game. And he was making some pretty damn good passes. So Kirk Cousins, that was my biggest thing. Just have a damn good game. I really didn't care about anything else. I knew the offensive line was still going to be mildly gross. Udo didn't have a very, I mean, he had his moments. Like you already said, Chris Reed. So they got another week. I mean, we got to have expectations in check of what to expect. But we do expect Chris Reed to snap the ball on time. So we do expect Udo to at least play decent. So we'll see. But other than that, I mean, KJ Osborne obviously lit it up.
Yeah.
I mean,
hold on. Kyle Hinton, I think, was in there pretty early. I remember seeing him. It was halfway through the second quarter, and you saw his jersey get flashed.
Hold on. Does that confirm Bears get number 1 pick?
Let's take a look.
They're going to get that.
Well, I'm showing there's still 13 seconds left, but Versteeg a little premature on that one. But yeah, no, I think Hinton came in a lot earlier than I think Ezra Cleveland didn't play very long in this one.
Yeah, and I'm glad he didn't. I mean, could you imagine Ezra Cleveland going down now? Or like, oh man, like that's horrifying. But Julian Marker in the house. Julian Marker. What a guy. Great guy.
Yeah.
Goes to a lot of Timberwolves games.
Does he really?
I envy Julian Marker. Go Lions, absolutely. Can't wait for tonight. I'll probably be sleeping before it's over, but if it's a close game, I'll watch the living shit out of that.
Oh, I'll watch that thing too. And I'm a huge Lions fan right now.
Oh, huge Micro Mike. Let's be pulling for Micro Mike.
Absolutely we are. Stephen Power, he's in Australia. I thought maybe the game would be over and the Lions game would be done over there by now.
Let's see. Hold on, I'm just getting caught up. So I mean, we kind of said this starting off, or I said it anyways. Just like it was almost preseason-esque watching this game. It was weird because, I mean, yes, if the Niners lose, we'll get the Tuesday. There's nothing on the line. We're playing a Bears team that just sucked ass. It was very relaxing to watch this, and luckily we did beat them by a couple scores.
Yeah.
If our starters were out there the whole game, I mean, we would have put up 40 plus easily. Granted, Bears didn't have Justin Fields. They kept creepily showing him on the sidelines, looking like he is I don't know how you describe that.
How cold was it? He was really bundled up. You can only see like his eyes and maybe his nose. There's another guy they showed later too, the same thing. So it must have been kind of chilly there in Soldier Field. Yeah, 29-13, I'll take it. It's a 16-point win. I would like to see more. I'd like to see more of a dominating performance on all sides. No errors, no fumbles by Delvin Cook. But it is what it is. It's the Vikings. We won. We're 13-4. You can't argue with that one bit. But yeah, I would like to see a little more dominance in this one.
Nah, I don't give two shits. I'm all looking to next week. We'll see. I mean, Justin Jefferson ended up with 4 for 38, so I don't know what that ends. I know he's the all-time. We know he's the Vikings receiving leader, but
So he's got to be like
pretty damn short in these last 2 weeks.
Just over 18. I think last time I saw they showed it was 17.99. That was after his first catch. I think he had a couple after that. So I'm going to guess he finished 18-12, 18-15, somewhere in there.
Yeah, and I mean, defensively, Patrick Jones had a sack. Patrick Peterson had a good game. He had a pick. Duke Shelley, which appears, if the comments are right, had his first career interception. Just piling on to an already fantastic Cinderella story. Well, Duke Shelley, bring this man back.
It's not just Duke Shelley. It's Duke Shelley and Kyrie's Tonga, two just kind of random signings the Vikings made. We didn't make any, we did the videos on them. Like, who are these guys? The Vikings signed these guys. These guys are going to be, I want to say key, but very important depth pieces moving forward. You got to keep these guys on the team. This is the kind of depth that Super Bowl caliber teams have. These guys, when they're thrust into action, they make plays. They can make things happen. You can rely on them. You don't have to worry about them when they are called upon. And you got to give Kwesi credit on this one. He found two very good players, and it was basically in the bargain bin.
Well, I mean, it's funny. I mean, let's talk Kwesi quick because everybody's just ragging on him. We talked about it in our comment show. Everybody's ragging on him about his draft. No, we didn't get anything. Kwesi sucks, blah, blah, blah. But like you said, you just said it, those free agents, TJ Hawkinson trade. I mean, I'm all on board the Kwesi train. I can't wait to see the next handful of years when he starts clearing up space on some of these veterans where it's going to hurt our hearts to see them go, but he's going to actually start making his team. You got to get pretty excited about that.
No, absolutely. And I think it's fair to be worried about his draft. I mean, next year, you don't get a whole ton of production from what he took. Obviously, in this one, he only had Saizi Atamuel was the one active draft pick, I think. I mean, there was Ty Chandler and Jalen Naylor, but you're talking the top four guys. I think we're all out on this one. So other than Ed Ingram, who's Ed Ingram. But but the fact that he brought in those guys, he found these guys, he signed them, and they're actually producing and providing some quality depth here. That's huge for Kwesi. So I'm excited for the future. And like you said it too, his team. We haven't seen his team yet. I think it was maybe Davey Chains who brought this up.
Cuba.
But this team has a lot of Rick Spielman to it right now. It's really a lot of his players.
Stinks like Spielman.
It stinks like Nathan Peterman's fingers.
Hey, if you guys are on Twitter, do us a favor right here. Head over there.
Do it.
Let Liftbridge know that the One Bar and Lupagus show sent you. We got to give some love to our sponsor.
Hell yeah.
Right up there. Give them something. They love seeing it, and it makes us look good. So
say hello. Say hello.
We greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well done.
Yeah, and Tim Voss, you're right. I mean, even though we were playing against pretty much a C team, aside from week one, this was our biggest win. This is one we could just kind of sit back and just have some beers and watch it and enjoy it. There was no stress. No,
there wasn't. And we really left. I think, you look at the field goal at the end of the half, that debacle there, whatever the hell happened, why Kirk Cousins checked that thing down instead of chucking it on the end zone with no timeouts. No idea. You get lined up. You get a chance to kick the field goal. You have 12 men. So there's 3 points there that are off the board. The Delvin Cook fumble that was deep in Bears territory as well. See, this really should have been probably at least a 38-13 game. So it wasn't clean, which that's the 2022 Vikings. Nothing's ever clean here. Nothing's ever easy. Nothing's ever. No, I'm pretty clean person.
Let's talk Greg Joseph misses extra point. I mean, what's there to say?
Here's the thing: he misses extra point, then he's perfect on his field goals, especially when he hit one for 50. Man. So it's a microcosm of his year. The easy things don't come easy for Greg Joseph, but then he goes ahead and he nails a 50-yard field goal. So you can be upset with him early in this one, but by the end of the game, you're like, I'm back on the Greg Joseph train.
LS Gregor, freedom fighter, had already hit up Liftbridge on Twitter. Appreciate it, man. There's the link right there. Go over to Twitter. Say something about One Bar and Lupagus. You can say how much we're idiots or how much you love their beer. Anything helps. But yeah, I mean, Greg Joseph, I would feel more comfortable if every extra point was like a 43-yard extra point. I would feel very good about it. Shit's gonna happen. It's just is what it is. It's gonna be I'll say this. It's gonna be very interesting to see what route they take in the offseason, and I'm sure we'll do 15 videos on this.
Yeah.
Where they go with the kicker. Because, I mean, they didn't bring anybody in all year. They're sticking to their guns on this guy, but I would imagine when the season's over, they're just going to say, all right, we got to figure this kicker shit out because he's missed the most extra points.
I don't feel like it's as big of an issue as like the defensive coordinator is. Like, I would bring somebody in. I think I would bring somebody to compete with Joseph with the best man win next year, but I'm firing that down until the first day we either win the Super Bowl or eliminate from the playoffs. That's my that's what I do there. But with the kicker position, it's just that he's been so up and down. You hate that he misses the extra points, but then he comes through and he hits a 61-yarder against the Giants, and he hits a 50-yarder today. It makes you scratch both your heads at the same time.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Ed Donatel he's gone. So I can't wait to see who they bring in for defense coordinator. We'll talk about that definitely in the offseason. What?
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's hard to know even for the draft if we're going to stick with the 3-4. We can go back to a 4-3. So, I mean, that's huge when it comes to who you're actually going to look at in the draft at pick 31.
Yeah, well, let's go back to the game a little bit. Luckily, the biggest thing that we take out of this thing was no injuries, no key injuries as far as just heading into the playoffs. We stayed it pretty clean. I mean, Dalvin went down there, but he came back, so there's no issues there. So we're good as far as no new injuries. And we already said it was great to see some of these guys that we just haven't seen get on the field. I mean, Ty Chandler. Yeah, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see some of these guys in future years. So we got a little bit of glimpse.
Yeah, I mean, you got a glimpse of Ty Chandler. You got another good look at Jalen Naylor, which I mean, he looks like he could be a reliable target in the future. LS Gregor, CJ Ham,
Andre Patterson. I like that. Bring him home.
Yeah, why not? CJ Ham caught 4 balls today, 47 yards. He was a key part of this. Defensively, we saw William Quinectu making some plays.
A guy who had 4 balls.
You did what?
I once knew a guy who had 4 balls. It's a myth or a legend, not a myth.
We saw William Quinectu. Luigi Villain was out there quite a bit today. Ryan Connolly got some playing time. Sezi Atomwale, we saw him quite a bit today as well.
Jacob Tobin in the house.
You mentioned it. I mean, a lot of the guys we don't get to see today, we got to see today. Chan Sullivan was a guy who did walk off the field. Did he ever come back?
Who cares?
I don't know well, I know, but do we have another nickel corner? I don't know if we do.
They could throw Harrison Phillips at the nickel corner and be better.
How's his back pedal? Is it fluid?
Better. All right, fine. I don't want anybody to be injured, but yeah, I guess you're right. I guess we're seeing a couple of comments of Chan and Sullivan did get hurt today.
He did. I don't know how bad that is. Yeah, let's see. Ryan Wright had 1 punt on the day. Yeah, I guess my only concern really with this game was the fact that the first team offense was out there. I felt like the O-line wasn't great. Oli Udo, I thought, had a rough day. And the fact we were just kind of snapping the ball either after the play clock wound down or too late. We had to call a timeout at least once.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Kyle, on that one. That's my 2 biggest takeaways on this one was just Oli Udo not great, and then a little concerned with the fact we struggled to get the playoff in time.
Well, a couple comments right here. What Kyle even put on there: Madison over Cook, at least in the red zone. But we've seen a couple just basically Madison over Cook in general, and I'm guessing that Madison will be our number 1 heading in the next year.
Well, he's a free agent, so we have to re-sign him.
Well, yeah, but I won't be surprised if he's our guy. I mean, we'll see. But yeah, Madison, he had every time he gets the ball, every time he's had his chance, he's performed. He's not Dalvin Cook. He's not the elusive running back that can just bust off an 80-yarder, but he's going to get those hard-ass yards, and he's a damn good running back. Hey, we got Garth Brooks in the house.
Yeah, we talked about his album dropping last week. His single actually just went to number 1. It's called Purple Parts. Check it out. It's on iTunes.
Purple Parts.
Yeah. So Alexander Madison, Dalvin Cook. I did think Madison showed some punch today. He's a little more fire every time he got the ball. My concern with Madison has always been is I don't know how great his vision is. I feel like he just kind of is assigned to a hole. When he gets the ball, he's going to go that hole no matter what.
Makes it happen though. It makes it work.
Well, no, it didn't work a couple years ago against the Seahawks when all he had to do was
a couple of years ago.
Whenever that game was, when Russell Wilson came back and beat us, there was a wide open hole there, and he did not see it. So all he did was cut back a little bit. No, he wasn't a rookie. I think it was this year 2. Anyway, I've always been concerned about his vision, but I still think he's going to probably look for a starting job somewhere. I really do.
With the Vikings.
I don't think he's coming back.
I think he's coming. If I had to bet on it, I'd say Madison would be here before Cook next year. I think Madison likes this offense. I think he likes the beer, and I think he will absolutely be here. I mean, look at it. He was 10 for 54 today. He's not going to do anything crazy. If I had to choose right now, if Dalvin Cook or Alexander Madison was going to get 25 carries in a game, and the other one was going to get 10, I'd go dilly-dally getting those carries. But when Madison, they just haven't. It seemed like he goes in spurts.
Yes,
one
weird.
game also you have 1 carry. Next game you have 12. He's a guy that should be getting the ball 10 times a game.
Well, it's weird because that carried over from an old coaching staff to a new coaching staff. I thought he should have got more touches last year. I thought he could have got more touches this year, and it was kind of the same thing. So I agree on that, but I still think some team is going to offer him starter money, and he's going to go for that.
But running back starter money these days aren't starter money from 10 years ago.
It's about the opportunity to and getting your name out there. So I just don't see him coming back.
Yeah, but we're not going to have Dalvin Cook on the books. So
yeah, I think.
Who do you think is going to be our starting running back then?
I think it's going to be Dalvin Cook next year. I do. I do. I think it's going to be.
We're going to make a wager on that. I'll bet anything.
I think they're going to look.
I will bet anything that he is not.
It's not even that they want to. I think they're going to cut in other areas, and they're going to have Dalvin Cook whether they want him or not. I do. I think he's going to be here.
0% chance.
Yeah, I do. I really think so. I want to talk about Tim Voss and this concert he was at, how hammered he was. Did he get to hear Unanswered Prayers? I hope he did.
I'm sure it played. He was just sleeping in his piss and vomit.
He pissed him?
Well, if he was having a good time. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait when we start. I mean, after we win the Super Bowl, of course, we start talking off-season talk. The veterans, all this stuff is going to be big talkers because there's some people on the books for ridiculous amounts of money. Well, and I'm sorry, I got to say it one more time. There's no way Dalvin Cook is coming back on his current contract.
I saw one tweet out there. Someone said, was that the last touchdown we just saw Adam Thielen in a Vikings uniform today?
In a regular season game, maybe.
Yeah,
he's going to get some in the playoffs.
I hope so. I hope he does.
Now, Dalvin Cook is supposed to make $10.5 million next year. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, the Vikings have a lot of decisions to make. We'll see where they decide to cut the money, but I'm not saying I want him back. I have a feeling he's going to be back.
I don't think he's going to be back. I think this for year one, Kevin O'Connell, Kwesi, they brought a lot of guys. They even brought CJ freaking Ham back. They brought a lot of guys back that are just like, all right, let's kind of see what we got. This is their off season where they're going to make it their team. Absolutely.
Looks like my dick's going to get some carries according to Skull TYA. Yeah, you're right, Maria. Oh, that's your prayers to the banger.
It is. There's no way around it. He's got a lot of them.
Yeah. I'm not endorsing Dalvin Cook. I'm not saying I want him back. I just, my God, right now.
Well, I would like Dalvin Cook back. I just don't think there's any way in hell he's going to be back. I don't want him back for that much.
I know. I feel like it makes sense that he should be gone and he won't be back, but I don't know.
He's going to be gone.
He's going to be back.
Gone.
I think Thielen's gone. I think Harrison Smith's gone. I think Eric Kendricks is gone. I think Hunter's gone. That's where I think.
So why would they get rid of all of them but not Dalvin Cook?
I'm just sometimes it's about position.
Running backs.
Maybe you can move some guys.
Maybe nothing these days.
You got to factor in the dead money, and I don't know where all that fits into all these different schemes and things either. So there's a whole lot that goes into it.
I mean, he's
a lot of
all these guys are going to have big cap hits.
And I know the Vikings already have a bunch of dead money in somebody. I can't remember who it is this year, but it's an insane amount.
I think it's Thielen. Kendricks, we're not going to have a ton. And maybe it's Smith, but whatever.
There's something carrying
that in the offseason.
Yeah, there's something carrying over where I think is really bad. Like it's really high. Ken Williams. He did not deny that his single dropped Purple Parts.
Damn. Look at that guy.
He needs to come on and sing the first chorus of Purple Parts.
Appreciate it. Boom. Also, Skull TOIA was giving out some love on Twitter to Liftbridge, so we appreciate that as well.
Anybody else?
if you're coming on late, hit up this link. Go give Liftbridge some love. Our sponsor. We love them. We love their beer. Just say something.
Something nice. Something real kind. We like to be kind. Anything else to talk about in this one? Let's see. We didn't even talk a ton on defense.
Well, let's talk this. I mean, just looking at, if Fields had played, everybody else seemed like played for the Bears, didn't they? I mean,
yeah, but I mean, they only gave David Montgomery 7 touches, and he's kind of been a Viking killer in his career. I do want to say that I feel like the 2 touchdowns the Bears got were both kind of fluky. The Velus Jones one looked like he went out of bounds. I think a lot of Vikings players thought he did. And then also the Cole Kmet one, he landed on another player as he stretched to the end zone. So both kind of a little bit
good play.
It was a good play. I'm not taking anything away from those guys, but both times they scored a little bit fluky there.
I thought they're decently deserved, but Justin Fields would have added another element. I mean, I'm not going to try to guess how this game would have went down, but it definitely would have been different. But our starters did look on par. Again, I'm going back to Kirk Cousins. I said it at the beginning. I'm just glad he had a very, very solid game. He needed that. He needed a little boost. And we will be at home on this playoff game on Saturday, which will be huge. Anybody got a Niners score?
Saturday, did you got some insight? I think the game just kicked off.
I'm just praying and hoping that we are on a Saturday game. But what's the Niners?
It's 6-zip. Arizona must have took the opening kickback or something.
Great.
It's 6-zip Cardinals.
Great. We're gonna have the fucking Packers.
Okay, so it's very early.
No, they're gonna wipe the floor with them.
David Blow, deep pass to AJ Green for 77 yards, touchdown.
AJ Green, Jesus.
The Blau Green connection. We all knew it was going to happen.
Sunday at 1, Thomas, I'd be fine with that. I want Saturday at 3:30 or Sunday early. Nothing else.
Let's go back to Kirk Cousins' performance today. There was nothing wrong with it. The thing that I was watching and noticing, this goes back to my thoughts and their inability to get the plays off. He was very frustrated when they were calling timeouts or it was getting down there. Something was wrong today with the communication, snap count, play clock. That was an issue with his first team offense. Didn't like seeing that because you got a new right tackle, a new center. To me, that was a little bit concerning. That's my only concern coming out of this one was that. Just a little bit strange, a little bit concerning. And Cousins was getting frustrated. You saw him slapping his hands together, looking angered, looking at the sidelines like, what the hell? More than once. Please, I wish I could change the comment. I keep staring at Thomas. Look like he's looking right through my soul right now. Even though me and Thomas appear to have the same type of facial hair. This is probably more manly and more thick. Well, I think KOC called the timeout once. Kirk was on a pace for a big game. He was definitely dialed in. School TYA. Thank you, sir. Perfect day. The Niners lose. Lions win. Oh, my God. That'll be so great.
School TYA. Back at her, man. Love you.
Mine's better. Thomas says his beard is better than mine. He's right. He's right.
Thomas has got a 14-inch dinger.
Nah, I think he's got a 14-inch scab on his dinger.
Rams up 7-zip. Hey, if you're watching, give us a scub.
A scub? What the fuck is a scub? Do not give us a scub. That sounds painful and gross.
I was looking at Thomas. I had scab in my brain.
Uh-oh.
Give us a sub. Let's get the
Griff Daddy's here. Griff Daddy's here.
Oh, Griff Daddy.
Oh, shit.
He's all wet. Yeah, Skull TOA's beard is better. But, I mean, before we bring on you guys, studs and turds, anything else, Lupagus? I mean,
I might have to pee again.
All right.
Well, no, everybody's scubbing. You got everybody scubbing.
Griff Daddy, scub. Currently pooping, getting ready to shower. Griff Daddy having a nice little mid-afternoon shower. It's a bold move. Usually at this point in the day, I'm waiting until before bedtime to shower. He must have a hot date. Ernie watching from North Carolina, where Ty Chandler just so happens to play ball. Boom. Let's put this defense together. Hell yeah. That's a big ask. That's a big ask, but I hope you're right. Going to the Wild game. Griff Daddy. That a baby. Uses good coaching and rest, everybody. Ken Williams finally uses good coaching. I mean, he was 13-4 rookie year. I think he did some decent coaching. Scud, Gabe the legend in the house. Anybody else go to Twitter and give Liftbridge a little bit of love from One Bar and Lupaga show? No, that's all right though. We got some good comments. If you're on Twitter, one last plug. Head over there. Let them know One Bar and Lupaga show sent you. How much do you love their beer? Yeah, Grip Daddy, I don't get the slander either. Whatever.
Has there been slander?
Yeah, there is.
Are people scubbing KOC?
They are. What do you think? Should we do studs and turds or what?
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to talk about this. I mean, really, it was kind of a throwaway game. Vikings do what they had to do. They win by multiple scores. Could it have been bigger? Yeah. Should have been bigger? Probably. But you know what? We won. We're 13-4.
At the same, you got to look at it this way. The Bears went into this game playing their shitty players. They were playing for that first overall pick.
They played all their players.
I'm just saying, you could tell. Did you watch the game? They weren't in this thing to win it.
Intently.
They were not in it to win it.
But no way. But then you see like their whole fired up. Their coach was at the other half with that field goal fiasco. He was like, "Get these goddamn 3 points off the board."
He's on a 10-game losing streak. His mindset is not right.
I know, but I'm like, you're right. I mean, you're probably right. Like, there's no way that should have even gotten kicked. And then he got his way. He didn't want to have that first.
That's a year of coaching the Bears that gained him to. So
my biggest shocker in this one is how old Matt Eberflus is. I thought he was a youngling.
No,
dude looks like he's about 69.
Matt Eberflus is 52 years young. Oh, Tom's sparking the list. All right, we want to see your studs and turds. Even though the game was weird, we still want to see your studs and turds. I'm having a tough time with a turd. I mean, there's a couple.
I got mine. Mine was.
I mean, there's some easy ones. But
mine was early in this one.
Yeah. Come on, let's see it. Let's see your studs and turds. Texans are just like, God damn it! I can't believe we won that game. We really
remember going to iTunes and download Ken Williams' new single "Purple Parts."
Purple Parts. Ken Williams song. Singing that thing topless. Titters hanging out.
Is there a video?
49ers scored a touchdown. There we go.
So the Cardinals missed the extra point? What the hell happened?
Hit up that link. Come on, let's do it.
Let's see. Cardinals scored extra point. No good. He missed it. Matt Prater missed the extra point.
Matt Prater? He wouldn't have missed that if he was playing the Vikings. Would have went right down the gut.
Ken Scaletta. He's like, I'm not coming on live, but I'm going to tell you right now.
That's all right. We'll take that. Put it in the comments.
Who scored for the Niners?
All right, let's do it. Let's go to Burnsy. Looking good. I already know he's wearing that hat. He's a sexy son of a bitch. Let's do this.
Is he at the restaurant?
I don't know. I think he's...
This is the best he's ever looked.
Yeah, what the hell? He usually... I don't know why he's... Who did I just bring on?
You brought in the Shadow One, the Shadow Realm.
Burnsy, I'm trying to add you, man. It's not letting me. You're just dark. Yeah, he's frozen. All right.
I hope he has a lisp.
Let's go to SSM.
Hey, he's in a car.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, great. He's blind.
How's that playoff feel, huh?
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Great. Let's do this ball, baby. All right. Third for the game, I'm going to give it to this stupid TJ Hawkinson because that's the fastest field goal I think I've ever seen at the end of the first half. And his lazy ass run off the field, god damn it.
He was hustling.
The field. That's it for the game. Love TJ Hawkinson. I'm going to give my honorable mention to CJ. Has like wide receiver 1 out here. I'd love to see that. But I love this guy. The past 2 weeks, I've been loving this one more. Let's go Jalen Naylor, boys.
Naylor.
He's having a great game. The touchdown, last week. And this week, I mean, he's popping up. And love to see it, baby.
SSM, well done. It sounded like Morse code the whole time, but I'm glad to see he had his seatbelt on.
Yeah, when SSM is in a car, he's Morse code. When I'm in a car, I have a lisp. So it's just something with it.
Just never know. You just never know.
I don't know. All right. Let me just I'm gonna throw the link out there one more time. We got some guys waiting for sure, but there's the link. You want to come on, give your stud and turd. Let's go to Thomas. Thomas, lettuce. What's up?
Rascal.
What up, guys?
What up, Thomas?
Hey,
so sad.
My stud would be the Duke Shelley man.
Yeah.
Got his first interception against his old team, and also I'm giving one to Tonga Boy for smacking the running back in the backfield. And the turd would be, of course, the Chicago Bears. They are the turds of the league. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Thomas.
See you later, guys.
See you, buddy.
Let's go, baby.
I love that guy.
How can you not?
Old school Vikings sweater, too. Old Vikings crew neck sweater.
All right, let's go to the man. Let's go to T-Bass. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Hi, guys.
How you doing, buddy?
All right. Yeah. This is what it is.
Yeah.
Wasn't. Wish it was a better day, you know. He wasn't really there, but yeah, he was there, but not mentally. You know, got some good laughs. You could still, you know, mention the Packers, and you could see the disdain on his face. And yeah, with like the man dying, but you know, the disdain on his face, you know, and yeah, I would have to ask some questions that I knew what the answer was, you know, and have to pull them out, you know, like, who's your favorite Bear, Pop? Was it Dick Butkus? And his eyes would light up. Oh, Butkus, tough son of a bitch. And, you know, the area where we grew up in Illinois here, the town next to us, where Bill Brown went to high school. So I heard a lot of stories about, you know, Bill Brown in high school and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I was like, who's your favorite Viking, Dad? Bill Brown? Oh, yeah, tough son of a bitch. He was good in high school. You know, you know, and so sorry, I got choked up there at the beginning. I didn't think I would, but, you know, it was, you know, me, my brother-in-law, and nephews yesterday, we went out rabbit hunting. We got 11 rabbits and a couple pheasants, cooked them up today, had a big meal at Mom and Dad's house. You know, Dad got to eat some rabbit. And, you know, it was a good day. I was thinking, so my stud is my memories. So I want to share some with you. These are, so guys and gals, you know, one of the things you'll see a common theme in this is most of the time I got the memories with my pops watching games when I was young, before I started discovering girls and friends were more important and things. So you got kids out there that are 8, 9, 10 years old, man. Don't think they won't forget watching a game with you. So, you know, some of my top ones, some aren't very good. You know, never forget the Hail Mary pass, but let's call it what it is. Pass interference, that wasn't called. You know, and I remember being 8 years old going ape shit in my dad just saying, calm down. They'll have their chances. They're a good team. And he was right. I think it was 77. Hayden just destroyed the Vikings and rushed for 275. And I remember him giving me shit. Just giving me shit. And it's funny. A guy rushed for 275 and they only won 10-7. That's amazing.
That's crazy.
That's just simply amazing. And I remember 87 championship game when Terrell Nelson dropped that pass, and I remember my dad just saying, "It hit him right in the damn hands," you know, and then saying, Sorry, kiddo. That's gotta hurt. You know, a great memory was somewhere in the 70s, late 70s, the Mud Bowl against Rams in the playoffs, and Vin Scully announcing it, and that was actually a good thing. The Vikings won that game, but you know, just things like that. I did ask him. This is another funny one. I asked him. I said, Pops, you remember the Bears winning the Super Bowl? You know what he said? Yeah, they let that fat bastard score a touchdown and not paid him. So I'm like,
that's true. That's true. That's brutal.
That must have pissed him off pretty bad because his memories came out. But so you know, it is. I don't even know if he's going to be with us next week for the playoffs. But you know, I was thinking about putting him on, but I don't think he would like that in his condition right now.
We're thinking of you, T-Bass, man. We love you.
Absolutely.
All right, but my real stud of the game is probably C.J. Ham. That's good that O'Connell did that to give teams to think about something when preparing for the Vikings. And my turds is the red zone offense. Kind of concerned me today.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Thanks,
T-Bass. Love you, buddy.
Hey, cheers to your old man, T-Bass. Love you, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Have a good one.
T-Bass, putting everything in perspective for us. I love the reminder about, you know, you're watching the game with your kids, you know, and it's also a good reminder, like, how do you act? Like, I get upset a lot of times, start swearing, making bad scenes. I feel like I've gotten better the last couple of years, but the kids do remember this. I mean, they remember watching games with you. So if you're watching games with your kids, just remember, like, these are memories for them.
Yeah, and also they will go to the fridge and get you a beer. Hey, I need a beer. Go get me a beer. Boom. It's the best part.
But I mean, after what happened Monday and T-Bass just, you know, putting everything in perspective with his dad, there's more to football. Sometimes it's just about who you're hanging out, who you're watching these things with, and the memories made. So, so much. Just thank you so much for that reminder. It's not, it's something we think about, and it's something we need to be reminded of. So, well done, T-Bass.
Davey, what's up,
guys?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I can sympathize with T-Bass. As you can see, I got my mask. I'm at the nursing home visiting my mother, and she's going through the same thing T-Bass is going through. It's been a bad couple of years for me. My sister, she's got a traumatic brain injury that she suffered by accident. She was working as a substitute teacher. She went to break up a fight between two boys and fell and fractured her skull. She's confined to a wheelchair. And I lost my brother a couple of years ago, a Vietnam vet. So I know what T-Bass is going through. Life is too short. You gotta live it while you can. Like he was talking about memories. I'm a little bit older than T-Bass, I think. But I remember watching the Vikings in the late 60s and early 70s. I've got nothing but fond memories. I mean, being a Viking fan growing up on Long Island, I took a lot of shit, I bet. Everybody was either a Giant or a Jet fan. But, one of the things I wanted to talk about was, the funny thing was between 1969 and 1970, the Vikings had the best record in pro football, and they gave up an average of 9.5 points a game. Unheard of. You don't hear stuff like that anymore. And another thing was, in 1968, the Vikings lost to the Colts in the Western Conference Championship. The following year, 1969, they kicked the crap out of them, 52-14. They went on. They lost to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. The next year was the merger. The very first game the Vikings played against the Chiefs, they kicked the crap out of the Chiefs. The following season, they met the Colts again after they won the Super Bowl on a Monday night game, which happened to be one night after the Chuck Hughes incident, and they went out and they beat the crap out of the Colts. So, and then after that, if you look, you follow, you do you Google, everything you look, you see if the Vikings lost in the playoffs, the following year, they'll beat that same team. But anyway, enough of waxing philosophic here. We got a lot of problems here. The clock management thing, that's another thing that just pisses me off. And, how we get down on the goal line, we got all these problems. We either got too many people, not enough people, and it's going to kill us in the playoffs. And, we make a big deal about Greg Joseph. If we have to rely on Greg Joseph, then we're a pretty sorry fucking team. I'm telling you, if we have to rely on him to win us games, we're pretty pathetic. When we get down on the goal line, we got to punch it in for 6. And if we have to rely on him, I'll tell you, if all we're going to get is 3-pointers out of this guy in the playoffs, we might as well not show up. Anyway, I didn't see the game. I don't have any studs and turds. I pitched a bitch. I got stuff off my chest. And I wanted to say, T-Bass, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you all the way. I sympathize with you. You need anybody to talk to, I'm there. Guys, good to see you again as usual. I'll see you Wednesday.
Love you, Davey. Have a good one, man.
Love you guys.
Davey Chains. What a guy.
Davey Chains. Let's go to Jacob T.
Jacob T.
What's
I know
up,
that. Remember that jawline? He's in the basement now.
So
Are you
the
okay?
reason why I was unable to make it today was because I was kidnapped again. So now I'm stuck down here listening to
Your daddy has you.
and Bernsey. Now I'm forced to listen to SSM, Matamidai, and the rest of the squad singing terrible, terrible music.
Is he
I don't know, think of the
least?
shittiest type of music you can think of. Yes, and
Not
lift
Ken
bridges
Williams.
too.
Ken Williams sings like a goddamn angel.
Yeah, I guess before I just Davey, T-Bass, y'all are awesome. I think we all love you guys, and this community is awesome, and I'm keeping you guys in my prayers. I'm very, very sorry, and it's tough. So I'm not very good with the emotional stuff. I'm sorry,
good,
but
man. He did good.
No, I love Davey. I love T-Bass. You guys are all this entire community is awesome, man. I didn't watch a ton of the game because I had to watch this excuse of a fucking football team get ass blasted by your rival. I'm sorry, but just
sounds like a Tuesday morning.
Good time.
No, it's not, especially against your rival on national television. Sorry. Yeah. I guess I didn't watch a ton of the game, so stud, I didn't really have one. Turd though, the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
They blew their tank like on that 4th and 20, and they went for 2. And like a lot of those guys are like, there's a chance. I think there's a rumor that Lovie Smith might be fired. So it's like,
yep.
I'm not saying he's going to be, but like, I don't know, you messed that up. I don't think they're the worst team in football. I mean, yes, they technically are the second worst, but I don't know, man. Like hey, and also it took the Vikings 4 months. Sorry, 4 months to win a game by more than 2 possessions. Again,
yeah. That's all right.
All right, that's all I have. T-Bass, Davey, salute.
Jacob T.
Boom, Jacob. Well done, sir. Well done.
Why was he keep looking up? Was there like a way to get out? Am I looking up?
He looking for a way to get out. That's for sure. Let's go to Gabe. Gabe's been hanging around. Look at that.
Gabe,
God, what a room. What a room. I love your room.
Hey, yeah, thanks. Yeah, I got Favre, I got Diggs, and I got Culpepper over here.
Hell yeah.
Diggs and Culpepper, yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, so my stud, I'm going to say KJ Osborne for getting that 66.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, reception. Yeah, reception. I'm going to say my turd is to Kirk Cousins not throwing it to Justin Jefferson. Not throwing it to Jefferson. He needed one. He was short of 130 of beating that record. 130. Yeah, he was short 130.
Yeah.
130, that's it. Yeah. Last week killed him.
It did. It really did.
Yeah.
That's true. All right,
All right,
Gabe. Thank you so much, man.
Sir.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah.
Great room, by the way.
All right, let's go to Bernsey is back.
Burnsy.
Burns, what's up,
got
buddy?
the hat on. Grandma made it for him.
God.
Got my technical situation resolved.
Yeah,
Yeah, guys. So my turd this week is Dalvin Cook. Man, you got to hold on to the fucking football. You got one job, man. Yeah. And when you're not even the leading rusher on the team, hold on to the fucking football.
Yes, Burns.
We can pay anybody $10 million a year to cough up the ball. I love Dalvin, but yeah, I'm with you guys. He's not going to be here next year. I have two studs actually. One you can't argue with. KJ is our number 2 receiver now. Adam Thielen, I love the guy. He's a Vikings legend, but right now, every time that KJ's gotten the opportunity, he really revives this team and provides the spark that we need to get something going. 5 catches, 117 yards. You got to give it to him.
No.
And my other stud is Duke Shelley, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to know right now, re-sign this guy and let's see if he can take over for Shit Show Sullivan, because if he could play in the slot, that would be fantastic, man. So thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys having me on again.
Boom, love you, Burnsy.
Fucking Burnsy.
Appreciate it.
What a guy.
All right, final. We got Skull TYA. What's up, buddy?
TYA.
What's up, fellas?
How you doing?
All right.
Something very phallic shaped on that shelf up there.
Yeah, what do you got? Jeez, I want some of that stuff.
I got. I don't know. I haven't seen these anywhere else. I got.
Are those micro machines?
No, they're tractor trailer Vikings tractor trailers.
Nice.
Damn. Skull TYA, bleeding purple. Constant.
I haven't seen them anywhere. I figured since it's the last regular season show, I'd do it for my office so you guys can see some of my goodies.
We appreciate that.
Boom.
Yeah, I just picked this.
Old school Twins pen.
I just got this bad boy.
Ooh,
oh, yes. Look at that.
I'm gonna put a hole in it and put a neon light behind the Norris head. So
boom.
I love putting a hole in things.
Yeah. Well, I love put my my thing in holes.
Yeah, I was gonna take it there, but I didn't.
We're all adults. Yeah. Hey,
I'm not.
Most of them.
Well, age-wise, we are.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But T-Bass, love you, man. The reason I'm a Viking fan is because of my dad. He's not a Vikings fan, but he was watching a Viking game, and the helmets, just like, hey, those are the best helmets I've ever seen. So I've been torturing myself ever since then. My dad's actually a Dolphins fan, so I'm pretty sure he's happy. But yeah, you're right.
Good helmets too, though.
Yeah, watching the game with your pops is something that nothing lives up to that. And unfortunately, I don't have any children, so I don't have that experience. But yeah, watching football with your pops is awesome. Oh, yeah. I really don't have a turd. They really didn't. No one really deserves a turd today. It was mostly second teamers, so I'm not going to crap on second teamers. Maybe I'm not going to say the effort on that first Bears touchdown because everybody thought he was out of bounds. So I guess maybe the turd would be I don't know, last week's game, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah. Stud. Let's see. You know what? How about what's guys? His last name is Love. What was it? Verlander?
Vadarian Love?
Vadarian Love.
Low.
Vadarian Low, yeah. He didn't have a bad game today. He came in I think sometime in the third quarter, I think. And Bears still had their starters in, and he held his own.
Yeah.
The Bears played most of their starters the whole game. I mean, what they had left of their starters. So I'm not going to crap too much on this. It's a good win. It's good playoff times. And like I said, it could be a good day. We could still end with number 2 team and beat Seattle if everything falls right. So
hell yes.
If not, we'll the Giants, and we'll beat the Giants, and we'll see where stuff goes from there. Once again, guys, great show. You guys are the best Viking content on the YouTube, and I'll let Left Bridge know that today. And
you did. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I will see you guys Tuesday. I'll see you guys Wednesday.
Hell yeah.
And then good show as usual. T-Bass, love you, man.
Boom. Skull 2A. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Well done.
All right, we got a final late one, and you know what? I'm going to say I'm 80% sure he's not wearing a shirt.
Oh my God.
He might be.
Is it Griff Daddy?
It's see-through.
There's no shirt. There's no shirt there.
All I got to tell, boys, and they ain't even wrapped around right now.
Oh my God!
Swinging hog.
Drop the phone.
We were in the shower listening, so I didn't get a shout out. I think it was Davey who opened up his heart there. Sorry to hear about your sister, man. That's tough. T-Bass, love you, boys. But yeah. Anyways, turd of the game. Jonathan Vilma might be the worst human being to ever have a microphone given to them. Holy fuck, my guy. Do a little studying and maybe be a normal fucking human being. Get out in society. He's up in his ivory fucking tower. Fuck you and fuck the Saints, you dumb bitch. I'm going to go with my stud. Has to be KJ. I think KJ has came through so much that Dirk Diggler owes him a BJ. I love you, boys. Wow. Thank you. I'm going to the Wild game. Let's go.
Enjoy the shit out of that thing. Let's go to Griff Daddy. I'm pretty sure he had a hickey on his.
Yeah, was that a hickey or a mole? I'm not sure what was going on there.
No, that was definitely a hickey. And Verstig, you're right. He does clean up well. All right, Lupagus, let's start off with turds. Who's your turd?
My turn was pretty obvious. To me, it's Oli Udoh. He started right tackle today. He let up a lot of pressures, some very disgusting plays in the backfield, whether it was running back or Kirk Cousins. I thought Oli Udoh didn't have a very good game today and leaves me very nervous for next week when it's the playoffs and everything matters.
Yeah, if it is the Giants, Thibodeau will definitely be an issue for the Vikings. But we didn't give up any sacks today, even when Nick Mullins is out there just kind of running around like a weirdo. So I'm not going to go offensive line. I'm just going to do Greg Joseph. I got nothing else. I mean, he missed extra point. It's becoming very common, and he shouldn't even be a turd anymore. I don't remember who said it, but basically, I mean, it's tough to give. I think it was Skull TYA. It's tough to give out a turd against kind of everybody just playing backup. So I'm going Greg Joseph just from the extra point. He did have a good game otherwise. Who's your stud?
My stud today, I'm a little bit torn on this one, but I mean, I am going to go with Alexander Madison, the running back there. I thought he just had a little more zip, a little more power, a little more pizzazz to him when he carried the ball. Thought he had some fire, and I thought he ran with passion today. So Alexander Madison, I loved everything I saw from you today. You are my stud of the
Confirmed.
game.
Hickey. Confirmed.
Hickey full show.
I'm going Kirk Cousins. And more so just the fact that I needed it. I needed to see a very good game. And he was throwing dimes. He only played a half, but a 17 of 20 for 225, 1 touchdown, 0 picks. I needed that mentally to go into the playoffs. So Kirk Cousins is my stud. Duke Shelley was definitely up there. Patrick Peterson, I thought, had a very good game. The old man. So there's a lot of options for studs, but I'm giving it to Kirk more so just selfishly because I had to see it.
All right. Well, the Vikings finished the regular season 13-4. They will be watching the outcome of the Cardinals San Francisco game to figure out where they're going to end up in the playoffs. But right now, 2 seed, 3 seed, whatever. Bring that shit on.
Bring it on. Let's go. We're in the playoffs. Motherfucker. Woo! Let's go.
All right. Well, remember this, guys. This is very, very important. Sex is the safest tranquilizer in the world. It is 10 times more effective than Valium.
What the hell?